students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a concept that has been in news recently is blue bugging. So we are going to discuss what is blue bugging. It is basically a type of cyber attack and cyber hacking. So we are going to discuss that in more detail, and also we'll try to understand that how we can protect our devices, whether it is mobile device or any kind of computer devices, from such kind of hacking attack. So to give you a brief introduction about this concept, cybersecurity experts have noted that such apps that is installed in our mobile phones or in a laptop which allow users to connect smartphones or laptops to wireless earplugs can record conversations and others are vulnerable to the hacks. Even the most secure smartphones, because many times people have this misconception that I have a high price mobile phone, higher price range of mobile phones such as iPhones. These phones are also vulnerable to the similar kind of attack as compared to any other low cost mobile phones. And in this context, we have to understand this process that is called as blue bugging. And through this process of blue bugging, basically hacker tries to gain unauthorized access to the apps that are installed in your mobile phones and then try to control them as per their wish. So that is all about the introduction of the blue bugging. Now let us try to understand that how the blue bugging activity is carried out. So first of all, through blue bugging, it allows or let the attacker or the hacker to access the device through a discoverable Bluetooth connection. And through this method, once the access is granted or access is gained by the hackers, they can then further listen to the calls, read and even send messages, or even steal and modify the context that is saved in your mobile devices. And earlier when the blue bugging began, somewhere the first instances of such incident happened in year 2004. So when in year 2004, basically blue bugging used to target devices such as laptop. However, as the technology progressed more and more, and as more and more number of people started using mobile and similar other portable small devices, the target or attackers and hackers started to use blue bugging operation to corrupt and gain access, unauthorized access to the mobile systems as well. So let us try to understand that how the whole hacking process is carried out. So first and foremost requirement for the hacking to become successful or blue bugging to become successful is the Bluetooth of the device should be in discoverable mode. Now this is something that we have to understand that as per the original setting of any mobile phone, most of the mobile devices allow Bluetooth to be remain discoverable in the original setting, and that is why which makes it much more vulnerable to such kind of attacks. Then if the Bluetooth is found to be in discoverable mode, then the attacker tries to pair the device with his or her device via the Bluetooth connection. And once the pairing is successful, after that attacker tries to install certain apps such as certain malware apps in your mobile devices, and then after that they try to use brute force attacks to bypass the authentication such as password or any kind of fingerprint identification. So brute force attack is very important attack or major way how blue bugging can become successful. So let us try to understand what do we understand by the term brute force attack. So brute force attack refers to a attack which basically uses trial and error kind of system, and by using the method of trial and error, attackers and hackers try to guess login information, the passwords, encryption keys, or even find a hidden web page by this method. Second, hackers work through all possible combinations by using excessive forceful attempts. And though the brute force attack is considered as a very old attack method, but still it is very effective and popular with the hackers. So by using brute force attack, and especially if the hackers have been able to pair their device with your device using your Bluetooth setting, so thus the successful operations of blue bugging can become very much easier. In simple terms, if you explain brute force, it can be explained simple. An attacker utilizes any hacking tools. By using this hacking tool, the hacking tool attempts multiple logins, and then depending on what kind of password you have, whether you have a hard password that is combination of multiple multiple elements such as digits, letters, numbers, capital letters, and all those kind of things, system returns a valid or invalid response. If you have a very simple password, then through brute force attack, the hackers will be able to guess your password in a shorter period of time. But if you have very complex password, then it can take even days and years for hackers to basically break through your login or break through your, we can say, password. So that is why it is always advisable, you should always keep your password complex and complicated, so that even brute force attack, if it is carried out, the success or the probability of success of such attack becomes minimal in nature. Now, who and which kind of devices are vulnerable to the bluebugging? So, first of all, any device which is having Bluetooth system or any device that is Bluetooth enabled and is in the 10-meter radius, within the 10-meter radius of the hacker, can easily be targeted in this kind of attack. Not only that, even now some experts have suggested that to increase or widen their attack area, some hackers have started or began to use booster antenna. And by using booster antenna, they can even bring other devices which are far beyond the range of 10 meter also within the target radius. And once such pairing is completed, as we discussed, they can install malware in the compromised devices and can gain unauthorized access and can use personal information, sensitive information to either blackmail you or even to misuse this data to gain some financial benefit. Now the question comes that suppose if we are not able to take preventive measures, how can we recognize such kind of attack if it happens in your system, to the mobile system or to the computer system? So first of all, if your mobile suddenly began to disconnect and reconnecting calls without your personal effort, that means this is the first indication that your mobile might be being used by some hackers. Second, if you notice messages in your mobile devices that have not been sent by you, that means your mobile is being targeted and your mobile is being misused and controlled by some attacker and some hacker. Also, the third evidence and third indication is that if you see sudden spikes in your data uses without any uses from your side, that also indicates that someone is trying to utilize your mobile data and you're using this by using botnets and all these kind of things. So that is why these are three major indications. If these things are happening to your mobile system, it is the first indication that attackers and hackers may try to blue bug your device or might have been successful in blue bugging your device. Now the question comes that how can we prevent such attacks or attack a hacker from blue bugging your devices? So as we discussed, the main principles on which this system work or this hacking operation work is the Bluetooth. So the first and foremost thing you should do is always turn off your Bluetooth and also disconnect any paired Bluetooth devices when it is not being used by you. So in this case, you will decrease the probability of your mobile devices being blue bug. Second, also many times the mobile systems, whether it is an Android system or iOS systems, even if you have Windows in the computer laptops, they keep on updating the system software. So you should not be lazy and always let the device system software to be uploaded by itself whenever it is possible to its latest version. This also provides security against such kind of unauthorized access and attacks. Third, always try to limit the use of public Wi-Fi when you are using it, because when you are using the public Wi-Fi, your information and data can be seen and observed by the other personnel who are using the same Wi-Fi. And fourth, you can also try to use VPN, that is virtual private network, as an additional security measure so that the devices are not being able to be recognized by the hackers. Now, this is very, very important in the context of India, because if you look at the last few years data, we have seen that there is a sharp increase in the cybercrime, especially during the last decade, when the mobile phone, rather than becoming a luxury, has become a kind of common phenomena, and almost every person in India currently have a kind of mobile phone. So, if we can see and compare the data from 2010 and year 2018, from which we have NCRB data available, we can see in year 2010 total number of cyber attacks that has been recorded was only 966. This figure had jumped to manifold to almost 27,248. And as per recent report published by Kaspersky organization, it has said that in the terms of vulnerability to cyber attacks, India has the fifth position in the world. So what we can say in conclusion, that given India being one of the most vulnerable country for the cyber crimes, it is a high time for the government and the cyber security organizations that they make an effort to create awareness and also to make people, especially the common people, general people who do not have understanding of all these technical jargons, to understand about these vulnerabilities in a simple way or in simple words possible. And then only we can hope that dream of digital India can be fulfilled. Without this, the digital India dream cannot be obviously fulfilled. So that is all for this particular video. I hope you understood about the concept of blue bugging. I hope you like the video. If you like it, please hit the like button, share it with your fellow aspirants, as well as subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. Thank you very much.